Hi, I'm Mitch.
I'm Jamie.
We're the King Blues at Reading Festival on virtualfestivals.com. We kind of have come here as a band the past kind of 6 years or something.
About that, yeah.
And we come as like kids before that. So it means a lot, man. It's like the most kind of special festival for us, I guess.
I think I've been here probably like for the last 11 years without fail. I've been at Reading in some way or form, you know. It's kind of important. It's like quite close to our hearts.
It's hard to pick a favourite. It's like two very different cousins.
Yeah. So, you know, you like some things about some of them, you don't like something. But the things I don't like, I love both of them actually, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, Reading, as we said, you know, is close to our heart that it's a festival that we grew up coming to, but saying that, it's kind of amazing still to be able to go to Leeds and having spent so long on the road and like being able to go all the way up to Leeds and still have the same reaction and people come and see us is really amazing as well. So I don't think I can call it, to be honest. I'm going to sit on the fence with this one.
No, I mean, a lot of personal opinions. I mean, there's kind of, you know, it's a very large subject. I think for us, at the minute, what we're trying to do after this kind of, I guess we could understand the initial anger and the initial kind of fear that people were feeling. And when you look out your window, you know, some really terrible things happened, and that's kind of inexcusable. But I think what we're trying to do at the minute is kind of look at the larger picture and look at the fact that how are politicians dealing with this? How is the world of politics dealing with this? And how are we moving forward? Or are we actually being aggressive? And what I'm seeing at the minute is the David Camerons and the Nick Griffins of this world, who ain't never been to Tottenham Council Estates, they've never been to Hackney Council Estates, don't know what's happening. They don't know what struggles these people are going through, don't know what life is like there. And instead of kind of trying to engage these people more and trying to find out their problems and trying to find out their frustrations, they've alienated them further and made more animosity and made relationships. They've put it back further and further, you know. And you know, the very idea of kind of kicking people out of their homes and this kind of idea of collective punishment is to me is ridiculous, because if you make people homeless and you make people poor and give people criminal records, man, this is going to happen again, rightly or wrongly, whether you like it or not. It's going to happen again. And what's important is to look at, you know, why it's happened and trying to, you know, create a way that young people can have their voice heard and people can see that perhaps that, you know, trying to give these people a natural future rather than just turning it into a way that you can put your own political agendas forward, which is what I see happening in the world of politics, which is a kind of a sad thing, you know. Jamie had one actually, happened at Reading.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nasty, I'll be honest, but it happened, it was when I was a punter coming, I was quite young, and I was camping in kind of with the lunatics and, you know, and the kind of crazy people. And a bunch of kids decided to get naked and run around on the ceilings of the toilets, and they were having fun. Everyone was having fun. It was a good laugh. One guy, I don't think he liked it so much. He started throwing rocks at them, and he started throwing like bottles at them and all of that. And I had just gone to the toilets, opened the door up, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It was on the floor, you know, it was on the walls, it was everywhere. And I was like, okay, I'm not using that one. Come out to see this guy doing this, and he just goes straight in. So the naked guys see him go in, and they jump off the roof, they push the thing on the door. And I've never heard a grown man scream like that in my life, you know. And I was in there, I was the guy that was in there before, I was like, you know, you can't even step in there. You saw it coming out the door, you know, after about 5 minutes of him screaming and apologising, they kicked it on its side and he came out. He looked like something out of a horror film. It was just, you know, I closed my eyes, I see that image of him crawling out, it wasn't good. It wasn't good.